Joey Miller, new Braunfels investment advisor, has spent more than 20 years helping people make informed, long-term financial decisions. Throughout his career, he has taken on a wide range of roles, including fund manager, real estate partner, options trader, and financial educator. Rather than relying solely on remote tools, Miller meets people where they are. He has traveled to more than 40 states to sit down with clients in person, believing that face-to-face conversations lead to better decisions. From his home base in Texas, he offers a wide range of services backed by Series 22, 63, and 65 licenses. For Miller, strong financial planning depends on trust. That means staying available, speaking plainly, and being there for clients when it matters most. "We work hard to deliver great customer service," he said. This means answering the phone after hours, working evenings, being available when people are concerned about the marketplace from a geopolitical event that might have happened, or even a hurricane or earthquake. Miller's commitment to personalized service has earned him the loyalty of his clients and continues to guide the way he works, no matter what the market brings. Letting facts drive financial decisions in the financial industry, headlines often lead to impulsive, panicked decisions. Rather than get swept up in those trends and emotions like some do, Miller chooses to rely on research and long-term results, encouraging his clients to do the same. "We try to distance ourselves from that noise and stay with the facts," he said. That conservative mindset influences everything from how he evaluates opportunities to which states he recommends clients invest in. In some cases, he avoids entire regions due to policy concerns. One state he deliberately steers clients away from is California, citing what he views as unfavorable conditions for investors. "Their crime rate has risen, the once beautiful cities are being overrun in lawlessness," he said. "After 40 years of poor leadership, it is now riddled with all kinds of problems. Why subject clients to the insanity of a state that punishes the very people who pay the taxes? This isn't about politics, but social responsibility." He sees it as his duty to guide clients away from states that impose harsher financial penalties and create unnecessary complications for investors. Putting people first in an increasingly tech-focused industry while more financial companies are turning to automated systems and digital tools, Joey Miller, new Braunfels-based investor, has no plans to follow suit. He chooses to work with people who are looking for a real relationship, not a software program or app. That means taking the time to understand each person's life circumstances before offering advice. To create an individualized plan for each client, Miller looks at their age, income, and future goals while also considering how much access they'll need to their money. "Every client is different with different needs," he said. "They need a different allocation or even a plan that is for them." His clients turn to him during moments of financial uncertainty and major life events. Whether it's a tax law update, a natural disaster, or a change in administration, he makes himself available through it all. "We spend as much time listening and building the relationship and being there through the good times and the tough times," he said. "Like losing a loved one or celebrating the birth of a grandchild." Miller works closely with clients to plan for the future and explains the reasoning behind every recommendation. In addition to one-on-one meetings, he also hosts webinars and small group sessions that explain market trends, policy updates, and long-term strategies, helping clients see how each change ties back to their financial goals. He also shares that knowledge beyond his client base. Outside of day-to-day advising, Miller leads training sessions for other professionals, speaks on topics like economics and investing at industry events, and is a published author. "Education is key and it never stops," he said. Where Miller draws the line in a gray area industry, Miller's views on ethics in finance are as specific as his investment strategy, extending well beyond basic compliance. To him, ethical practice means being transparent, consistent, and fully accountable to the people he serves. That begins with staying accessible and taking the time to explain strategies built around each client's unique goals. When asked to make choices he's not comfortable with, he declines respectfully and explains why. Cryptocurrency is one area where he draws a clear line. "If I adamantly feel uncomfortable with a client request, I inform the client I cannot perform the task and I refer them elsewhere," he said. Staying informed about reporting requirements and industry risks is another priority within his practice. Industry rules require disclosure of any problems or reportable offenses, and his broker-dealer helps support that process through consistent updates, educational materials, and access to a wide range of data. These tools allow him to keep up with developing concerns in the industry and respond appropriately. To Miller, being open is a necessary part of the job. He believes that clients deserve to know exactly where their money is going and why, as well as the risks that come with investing. Service over self at every level. Success in finance is often tied to performance, but Joey Miller, New Braunfels professional, measures it by how well he serves his clients through the ups and downs, prioritizing long-term relationships over short-term gains. "I work for the client," he said. "Take care of the client through the easy and difficult times and the profits come." For him, balancing profit and risk on behalf of the client is his sole mandate. He avoids tying his entire sense of purpose to his career and doesn't expect work to always be personally fulfilling. When it isn't, he's confident that meaning and reward can be found in another area of his life. Just as he shows up for his clients, Miller is equally as committed to his employees. When one of his team members couldn't afford the insurance premiums needed to cover care for her child with a disability, he gave her a raise and extra responsibilities that made her eligible for a family plan. Later on, she missed 3 weeks of work, so he flew out to check on her in person. "I listened to her and overcame her short-term personal challenges so she could get back on track," he said. Although she eventually left her position at the company, he gave her a positive review and left the door open in case she wanted to return in the future. The most important role he plays for Joey Miller, New Braunfels, is more than just where he lives, but where he finds purpose outside of work. It's the community he invests in by volunteering and the place where family life takes center stage. His greatest accomplishment is being a husband to his wife, Kristen, and a father to the 4 children they're raising together. Miller and his family are actively involved in the local community and regularly spend time giving back to others. This includes landscaping projects at his church, helping with fundraisers and other events at the local Christian academy, and assisting with athletic banquets at the town's high school. He also sits on a fundraising board for school sports and recently joined a bond committee focused on educating the public about local school funding. Every year, he applies to volunteer at Wurstfest, a German festival that runs for 10 days. When he has the chance, he enjoys fishing in Alaska and competing in the equestrian sport of reining. Values that hold in any market for Miller, the values that guide his financial decisions are the same ones he lives out day to day. Whether he's helping clients feel more at ease in a volatile market or lending a hand in his community, he strives to be consistent and dependable. 2 of his favorite books, Atlas Shrugged and The Fountainhead, reflect many of those ideas. He's especially drawn to Atlas Shrugged because it portrays a man who never wavers from his beliefs, no matter how strong the pressure to compromise. Like the character, Miller believes in holding firm to his convictions, choosing to live and work by them even when they aren't the easiest or most popular. "Corruption has always been here and will always be," he said. "But if you stand your ground and try to do what is right in the face of adversity, you can look yourself in the mirror and say, 'While I'm not perfect, I sure gave it a perfect effort.'" Miller believes that change is the only constant, which is why he focuses on what he can control. Even as the industry shifts around him, his commitment to doing right by the client continues to guide every decision he makes.